Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody that you've met along your journey in life, and you shared a part of your story, or you may have actually been in a romantic relationship with this person, but you inspire someone to actually make a very significant change in their life. We have You Inspire Me and I Am Recovering. This could be somebody who has decided to leave karmic patterns that are codependency, substance, or toxic relationship based, but they're living a better life and making better choices each day because of meeting you. So I do feel like this is somebody who wants to show you gratitude. For some of you, this could be, I want to pursue another opportunity at a relationship with you. But I think this is more so about I want you to know that you changed my life. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you would like a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com, which is in the description box below. And right below that, you can also find a link to get more information on how to become a member of the channel. Thank you to the current members. Hello, Redbeard. How are you doing? It was so weird. I tried to go live right before this, and it said live chat was unavailable. And I was like, well, I'm not doing it if you don't have live chat. But I came back around, X out of it, restarted it, and live chat was available. So we made it, you guys. Hello, April Fools. How are you doing? Hello, Bitchy Tata. What's going on? This is the situation deck. Yeah, I do feel like this is somebody that you are no contact with. I think at the time they would not have admitted they had, some things they needed to work through. Or they didn't really want to admit it to you. They might have been argumentative or just plain difficult with you. They were really rooted in the life that they had chosen. It seemed like it was completely impossible to actually make the changes that you may have hinted they could make, or that you had shared that you yourself had made. This was somebody who was just kind of like, yeah, right. I can't do all that. That's so much work. Money could have been a concern. We've got the hamster wheel, surviving, daily hustle, insatiable, unquenchable, wanting more. I do feel like this person has an addictive personality. And for some of you, it could have been in regards to physical intimacy, or that could be how they get their external validation. They may have felt like they were, how do I say this? They may have felt they were captain of the JV team. Now just keep in mind, I say that after having long ago been a co-captain on a JV team. So I really can't say, okay? But this is somebody it's like, I'm in a small pond, that's fine, but I'm the best person here. I have the best reputation. And I think you came along and you said, yeah, but that's a pond. You should be in a lake or an ocean. And they're like, how dare you? How dare you just minimize the awesome life that maybe it's not so awesome. So I do feel like they were a little bit hateful towards you. I do feel like they were a little bit mean because you weren't wrong. You told them that they had bigger things that they were supposed to be doing, and they were getting proud and felt accomplished over things that were small potatoes relative to their talent or skills. Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? What's happening? So we have the Page of Swords, Nine of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, to be honest, I feel like you have good intentions when you deal with people. Maybe not all the time, right? Maybe when you were younger, you had some issues with that. But this is I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just saying you could do better than this. There's more that you're capable of. And I think they took it as an insult. You were trying to say your potential is huge. There's so much that you could potentially do. You have incredible skill. And what they heard was, "Wah, wah, wah, you suck. Wah, wah." They didn't hear any of the compliments or the positive energy at the time, right? So I feel like they got mad at you. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't change the fact that I don't have this, or I don't have the connections. I don't even know how these got turned upside down like this. Okay. They pointed to all of these things that were barriers. Like, well, I can't do any of that because of this. So thanks for making me feel bad about myself. And I think you just looked at them. Or maybe you didn't say anything at all. Maybe you left them on red. But you were like, okay. If that's what you believe, if that's the world you live in. Look, I can't tell you who you are, okay? You have your own identity, right? Like, you have your own path. But I do feel like I see something that nobody else sees, and you're trying to ignore it. So we have the Eight of Wands. I feel like you were the first person to say something that then the universe bombarded this person with. It's like, have you ever all of a sudden started seeing a model and make of car that you never noticed on the highway before, but because, like, I don't know, your best friend just bought one the other day, now you see them everywhere, or because you're thinking about buying one, now they're everywhere. It's like that. All of a sudden, this person feels like everything is saying what you said about there being a more meaningful life that they could choose, but we're not. So we have the Moon and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like they sat with this information. I feel like they didn't communicate with you. You may have had an argument. They may have blocked you. You may have blocked them. But we had some issues here in terms of your message not being received until way later. Like, it took weeks for this person to think about it and realize, damn it, they're right. But now I've made a big scene. Now I've been all, butthurt over this. So I can't really, like, go and tell this person, like, thank you or anything. Seven of Wands, clarifying the Seven of Swords. So the number 7 could be important. And the King of Swords. They had to end up admitting you were right. They didn't want to admit it, in denial. Everything they saw, it was sparkly and gold or whatever they think is cool, right? And everything was what they thought they wanted. And then you came along and you're like, looks like shit. They were like, what? What? This is damn it, you're right. It's like if somebody had actually been honest with the person who invented Crocs. I will always hate Crocs. Fight me. Dang, that sounds pretty serious, Kuchitata. This is the Noisy Tarot. Look, I respect your right to wear Crocs if you want to wear Crocs. I might not even know ever that you wore them. I couldn't live with myself. We have the Three of Pentacles. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Clarifying the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Now I'm trying to remember, but I do believe our dear friend Upper Echelon said that the probability of that was something like 0.079%. Pretty low probability. And the Ace of Wands, this is about an opportunity. This person has rejected opportunity after opportunity to improve upon their life because they felt like where they were powerful, and that was enough for them. Okay. This is going to take so long to explain, but I have to share. Okay, whatever I just ended on, it was like, oh, this is what I always wanted, right? What I heard in my mind was, or was it? Which is, hold on. Like it's Lonely Island did It's Gonna Be a Great Day. And it's this like shocking moment of their music video or whatever you want to call it, their skit, making fun of somebody who might not be sober. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty funny. Also pretty offensive. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Johnny. How are you doing? So we've got the Devil in the reverse. You advised this person of something that could be better in their life, and it took them a while to believe you or to see it, but they did and do, which is why they've decided they do need to make some changes. You inspire me. I am recovering. So whatever they needed to distance themselves from, could be a codependent relationship. It could be substances. It could be a real bad crew. 6 of Cups in the reverse, karmic lifestyle, immaturity, lack of loyalty. 8 of Pentacles. For this person, it starts with how they make money. For some of you, this person could have been doing some things that were a little bit shady. But at this point, their focus is, I want to get to a job or a career where I can tell people what I do and I feel like good about it. I feel confident about it, right? Hey, Famous Seamus, how are you doing? Did I say hello to Laura? Hello, Laura. They're starting with work. How do I make money and how can I make better money? This is a real go-get-em attitude. With the King of Wands clarifying the King of Swords. The first thing they had to do was accept that all of these intuitive messages were hitting them, or accept that other people were saying the same thing that you did. It's time for you to work on yourself. Then it was about acceptance. The King of Swords is about truth. It's also about communication. I do feel like there are some things that you said that repeated in this person's mind long after you stopped talking. And then next comes the King of Wands. Now that I understand, now that I know what I need to do, I need to take action. So, different job, save up some money, different place to live, save up some money, stop hanging out with people that lie to me, save some money, apologize, save some money. This person has been definitely working on finances, but they've also been looking at their relationships. How are things with my family? How are things with my friends? Am I hanging out with exes? Am I dating people that are negative influences? They're being honest with themselves after years of just kind of saying like, sure, that's great. I'm happy-ish, right? Seven of Swords, 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups. We just need the good old 7 of Pentacles land right here and we'll be good. The number 7 is important, and I do feel like it's about divine timing. So I've made different choices, and I did so because you called to attention, even though it made me angry, that I could do better. Look, if I'm working on a skill, let's say it's coloring, crayons. Which color crayon do you choose for this? And how does it look at the end? And somebody tells me, I hate what you did, it's ugly. That does nothing for me, right? How can I get any better? If someone tells me, wow, that's perfect, couldn't have done it better myself, what does that do for me? Do I get any better? No. Give me some constructive criticism, right? You gave this person constructive criticism. They weren't ready for it because they were so used to people being like, oh my God, you're so great. Doesn't that get old after a while? It did. And they ended up listening to our commentary, even though initially it pissed them off because they got sick of the same old, like, yeah, it's great. They needed some excitement, I suppose. I'm doing well, thank you. Hey, Jess. How are you doing? You crack me up all the time, Des. We've got self-doubt. In shadows deep, fears and doubt creep, a specter haunting where courage sleeps. So basically, this is the I hate what you did card. Self-doubt. Look, I can make jokes all day, but we all deal with self-doubt, okay? Show me the most confident person in the world, and I will find a day where they felt like they were stupid. I will find a day where they felt like they were completely clueless. Nobody liked them. We all go through that at some point. It's about turning that into fuel. How can I leverage the hate from the people who don't like what I do to become better at what I do? What's that? You hate what I did? Oh, there's more coming tomorrow. Just you wait. Don't let people like feed into that, right? So you did not feed into whatever perception they had of themselves. Apparently it was kind of off. And you told them that they were capable of more. Imposter syndrome. In a room full of equals, I stand in doubt, self-doubt. A stranger in my own triumphs, shadows cast about. Sure, I can like take some high fives from other people. I can like appreciate that maybe in my pond there are people who look up to me, but I don't feel right about it. Why don't I feel right about it? You told this person because this is small potatoes. You were meant for the biggest of potatoes. Huge potatoes. Huge. We have the crystal ball, intuition, clairvoyance, and focus. So you helped them listen to that intuition that they had been ignoring. And they hated that you were right. But they also kind of secretly loved it because you told them that they were capable of so much more. It's like, how can I take this negatively at first and then somehow later on realize that it was an epic compliment? How? Oh, how. Hello, how's it going, Key Controller? That's so true, famous Seamus. But it's really fun though. So we've got, this is the Wild Reflections, if I didn't mention that. Oh, it's the Gong Show. Did y'all ever do that? I think they had to stop because it was hurting people's feelings. Look, maybe that makes me look like I'm heartless, but I think we all need to do less of the participation trophy and more of the I hate what you did. I'm just kidding. More of the constructive criticism. So we have the Gong Show. Do better. The Gong Show is about telling people to get off the stage because you suck at what you're doing. Look, I participated in a Gong Show in elementary school and I turned out just fine, okay? Yeah, I think I should make shirts that have the gong from this card and then just, I hate what you did. All right, I'll calm down. Look, the Gong Show is about telling somebody to go away, right? I feel like whoever told you to go away is now aiming that energy at other people. Oops, it looks like I got mad at you for telling me the truth when I probably should have actually just embraced the truth that you were telling me and told the people that you told me were not really great influences on me, told them to go away. I get it now. Ooh, baby, I love your ways. Seven of Pentacles, I asked for it. It's just not in the right column, sadly. So we have Seven of Pentacles. Again, the number 7 is important, but it's in the reverse. This is you saying, yeah, it's great what you got there. It's real cool and all, but like, I could have done that when I was 4 years old. Nice green duck. You told this person they were capable of more. They started daydreaming about this, thinking about what that would be like. 6 of Wands, 3 of Swords in the reverse, and the 8 of Wands. Hey, maybe they're right. Maybe I could. What if I just like try? I was very tempted to go Beastie Boys at that moment, but I didn't. This is action, decisions, communication, hard work, dedication, all of the good energy that you told this person they were capable of, that they like kind of like laughed in your face about. Like, okay, Susan. Now they realize you were like maybe the only person that actually saw them for who they really are. 4 of Swords in the reverse. Now they're lonely because they got rid of all the fake people. Where did everybody go? Arby's. Duh. Five of Cups. Empress in the reverse. 6 of Cups in the reverse is clarifying the 6 of Wands. So I got mad at you for calling me on my ish, for telling me the truth, when I probably should have been extremely thankful that you saw what you saw in me and helped me to change what I needed to change. So I have this sense that I need to thank you, or I need to at least let you know, like, I've actually been working on myself, right? Like, I like it. They're actually changing these things that you told them they needed to. And I do feel like this is somebody who wants to see if you might give them another chance. Oh, I love that card. So I'm a little bit older now. I'm a little bit wiser now. You inspired me. I have been recovering. I've been healing. I've been staying to myself after maybe I was a little bit overly interested in hanging out in big groups of people and feeling like the coolest person there. That's not what does it for them anymore. Let's see. We shall go with the Love Oracle. What else do we have? It's true. It's true. Confessions. And one day. Unveiling, coming clean, messages, someday, somewhere, another time. I think this is someone saying, hey, look, I know that I probably was like a villain in your story. I know you probably look at me as someone that was ungrateful and didn't appreciate the friendship or the love that you showed me. But the truth is, I took that love that you had for me and I planted it, and it grew into a giant, let's call it a fruit tree. The point is, whatever you said to me, whatever you maybe think I just got really mad at you about, it ended up inspiring me to make a major change in my life, and I appreciate you for it. I would not have been able to make that change in my life if you hadn't been there to show me the love and the potential that I had, because nobody else wanted to show me that. Nobody else wanted to tell me the truth. They just told me that my stupid drawing was cool. And you were like, you missed a spot. Turns out that's what I needed, and I hated it, but thank you. So we have distracted. I was distracted by things that didn't really matter. I was chasing the, opinions or the cheers of people that are kind of lame, that don't matter, that get lost. And I think they've let go of some friendships that were really more damaging than anything else. You do have bitterness and resentment, anger, hurtful words. They want to apologize for how they spoke to you, but they're also probably going to talk about how they had become quite bitter because of their surroundings, because of the people that they considered to be friends. Hey, Danny, how are you doing? Oh, Lord. We've got chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion. They have held on to how they feel about you for a long time, and I don't know that you would necessarily expect that they still feel these feelings. Oh, but they do. Oh, but they do. Yeah, you are kind of like the one who got away, but it's more respectful than that. Or somebody, this person might even view you as like the person who saved their life. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Danny. How you doing? We've got official person. Yeah, you stand tall in this person's life. I don't care if you're 5'4". And don't get all insulted. That's my height. So, like, if I'm insulting you, I'm insulting me. So, like, official person and mature man in the reverse. You saw what I was capable of. Official person. When I was out here playing stupid games, winning stupid prizes. And you said, that's a stupid prize. I hate it. Oh, this is going to make me laugh all day. Mature man in the reverse. You called out this person for saying, you aren't done yet. You got more to go. You got more to do. And you're out here, like, what, playing with Play-Doh? Not the philosopher. I'm talking about, like, the clay stuff. Okay, you guys? Just to clarify. How would one play with Play-Doh, the philosopher? Oh, drawing on caves, right? Wait. Is that Aristotle? You guys, I'm mixing up my philosophers, aren't I? Shit. Help. Purple Play-Doh. Hello, King the Eagle. How are you doing? I like it, Jess. So we've got lovers. Number 15. This person loves you. You probably think they hate you. But they credit you with the reason why their life has improved. You last spoke with them when their life was not doing so great. They might not have been fully honest with you about what was going on, but they definitely were dealing with some financial issues and some self-esteem issues. I think probably also some health issues, and you were able to inspire them to make those changes. You definitely told them that there was a false friend or a relationship that needed to go. I'm going to need an actual gong at this point. You're fired. Yeah, they've let go of a relationship, maybe even like a best friend, or moved away from a community because you were right. It was not a good spot for them. All right, let's see, Voyage of the Soul. That's so awesome, April Fools. What else do we have? Oops. Emotions. Well, yes, we do have emotions. Water, cry, purge, balancing, and releasing. For some of you, I'm picking up that this is somebody who didn't know how to express their emotions. They may not have felt comfortable crying. They may not have felt comfortable speaking about emotions, or they may have felt that when they tried to use these tools to deal with their emotions, that it didn't make any change because there was still so much to address. But you breathed some kind of new life into this person. You showed them some positive energy. You showed a mirror in a positive way. Like, you could be so much more. Some of you may see auras, and that may have been instrumental in your ability to see what this person is capable of, because I do feel like this could be a healer that was very lost. We've got mood, light, glow, shield, and protection. I told you. This person's a healer. Vessel, body, nourishment, wholesome, nutrition, and health. But you can't heal if you ain't healed yourself, right? Like, this is somebody who was not doing very well. So they couldn't leverage that gift that they have, or they couldn't be that beacon for other people. And I do feel like in part it's because this person was a little bit hung up on physical intimacy being the only way that they could really express their emotions or how they felt. They needed to pull back on that. Oh, the jokes that I didn't just tell you guys. Serendipitous. Right place, right time, lucky. Really, Spirit? You got jokes too? Oh, we talking about sexuality? Oh, how about the getting lucky card? Unexpected. They cannot believe they met someone like you. I don't know if it was just like a really strange circumstance that resulted in you meeting, but I do feel like it was like you're not very similar people. And you were placed in this person's life to help them realize there were bigger potatoes. We've got steady, stable rewards, financial gain, abundance, and windfall. Oh, everybody got opinions. Yeah, I think this is somebody who didn't like your opinion. Felt like they had chosen the life they wanted, and you came through and you said there's a better one for them, and they were like, no. Now they are letting you know that they did choose that better life. This is the Gypsy Oracle. Yes. Servant. Lover. So I'm seeing somebody with like those like big heart eyes that like jump out like, oh, this is somebody who's like pretty in love with you. But I think they have this like distance. It's like, I know that you may not be able to see me differently because I was rude or because I blocked you or because I didn't want to take your advice. But like, can I do nice things for you? Can I like make you food? Can I pick up some Dr. Pepper for you? This is someone who's like, can I just do something nice for you, please? Because like you helped me change my life. Yeah. I wasn't sure how to comment on this, but let's just keep respect for people in the comments. Redbeard, you know I love you, but I don't want like judgments on people. It borders on objectification, but I don't want to like dip my toe into that pool. Let's just not judge people on that stuff. Because real talk, I know some people have been in some really difficult situations in their life, and they did choose to be a sex worker of some sort. So it wouldn't be a thing unless there were people that wanted to buy or subscribe, right? So there's plenty of blame to spread around, but I would send a big old hug to people out there that feel that that's something they need to do. And I hope things get better if that's what they need to do, or like live your life. But yeah. If we talk about sexual intimacy, we could maybe be a little bit more positive. I do think this is somebody that was maybe, they took a casual approach to physical intimacy, and that may have been something that made you feel like you didn't want to deal with this person. Those boundaries obviously are your choice. And I think this person started to question what they were doing in terms of bumping uglies. You know? I think this person became a little bit more reserved after they encountered you, because they realized that they were acquiring that confidence that they needed in ways that were maybe not the best. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Shame slame. All right, you guys, what do we need? I think we need the Love Tarot. And if you know my channel, you know that I hate that they called it the Love Tarot, because it isn't tarot. That's okay. We like this deck anyway. Oh, that's awesome. Did you think I was signing off? It's okay. You can still say you love me. We've got missing you. I miss you, and I wish things were different. Feeling lost. I'm trying to make this work, but I feel so lost. I don't know what to do or say anymore, and it's easier to just stay silent. See, the thing is, they've made a lot of meaningful and helpful, like important changes in their life, but it means they have to like create a whole new dynamic, a whole new life, and they're trying to figure out, what does that look like? What do they want that to look like? Oh, they want you involved, honey. They want you there. They're hoping that's a possibility. In fact, what they'd really like to do is run away with you specifically. Would you pack a bag and meet me in Hawaii? I just want to get away from the world and be alone with you. That's the light at the end of the tunnel for them. That's all of this hard work that they're working on, this changing my life and being a better person. The hope is maybe, just maybe, I could get another chance with that person who inspired me. So, you know, you got an admirer. They want to take you on a little trip. All right, now I'm going to go. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes and for the lively chat. And I'll see you in the next reading. Toodles.